All right, hey, what's up, everybody? I have done another food plan for the day. I use an app called My Macros Plus to track my calories and to count my macros. I do these for myself pretty much every single day. At some point, I thought, why not record them, throw them up on here, maybe help some other people figure out how to do their own macro counting and calorie tracking. I'm going to put a couple of links in the description down below to get the My Macros app. It costs like $2 or $3, but if it helps you hit your goals, isn't $2 or $3 like, was that the thing? Like nothing? So, a lot of times on these videos, I talk about, oh, by the way, if you find this to be helpful, please hit like, maybe even the subscribe. So, on a lot of these videos, I talk about the mental aspect of doing a food plan and how the mental part's the hardest part. It's not the food. The food is simply a series of mathematical equations. It's calories, it's protein, carbs, fats, 1 plus 1 equals 2, etc. And yeah, you got to figure out how to do that, but the mental aspect of it is the hardest part. That's the part that is up for debate. Your opinion can sway the mental outcome, the way that you think about these plans, which then can sway whether or not you are actually able to like stick to them and follow them. And so each day for me, one of the things I really try to talk about is like what I encountered that day and how I sort of addressed and overcame those mental situations. Maybe it'll help you figure yours out. So today, here is mine. I'm actually going to start my recorder here. I made a really nice plan today, and it worked out pretty much the way that I wanted it to, except I had pretty much used all of my food up before like 6 p.m., which was not great, which meant that I am not going to go to bed till like midnight, and I don't hardly have like any calories left to eat from 6 till midnight. So what do? Well, so here's how I approach that. So right now I've got, here's my food plan. If we look at what I've already, see here's all the different foods I've eaten. We're not going to go over that. We're going to go over the top. I have 212 calories remaining. And that's underneath my target calorie number. By the way, if you don't know your calorie target number, 2 additional links down below, 2 different calorie and macro calculators. They'll give you slightly different numbers, but check them out and see which one works best for you. So for me, 212 calories left underneath my target. So I've actually got a little bit of wiggle room to try to eat a few more things because I know I'm going to be hungry. And if you look at the macros at the top, I went over my carbs pretty heavy today. I've got some protein I can still use and some fat. So what I want to be thinking about here is if I'm going to eat something else, I want to try to do something that is probably more protein and fat specific and try to stay away from the carbs since I'm already pretty far over. 212 calories, not going to be easy. So I'm going to be thinking, what can I do that's going to be protein heavy? Well, deli meat, I eat a lot of deli meat. If I just eat some deli meat by itself, what does that do? Well, let's take a quick look. If I do some, actually, let me switch here, go to my Prima Deli sliced turkey right there. So if I do, let me see, that's 3 ounces. 3 ounces is, I better turn this so I can get the whole thing in the picture. 3 ounces is 105 calories. So I could do another 3 ounces of just like turkey deli meat. I can't put it on anything hardly. There's not enough room for that. I could put it on a wrap, but that's going to increase my carbs a little bit more. Probably not worth it. So let's go ahead and just put that on a plate and eat it. I know it's not fancy, but I'm hungry and that's how it's going to work out today. So we're going to get some deli turkey in here. Now I could also do something like a beef jerky. Beef jerky, the kind that I get, is only 50 calories for a stick, and it's going to be like 9 grams of protein, 1 carb, 1 fat. Something like that would certainly work. I still have 107 calories remaining here, but that's a pretty small stick of beef jerky. I want something probably a little bit more higher in volume. Well, I know that earlier I said I was going to try to avoid carbs, but some of the best ways to eat good volume with minimal calorie impact is veggies. And I'm thinking of like broccoli specifically. Broccoli is going to spike my carbs, but I'm in a little bit of a pickle here. I can't be too picky about the macros at the top. For me, it's all about the calories right now. I want to hit my calorie target and be just a little bit under, but I still want to eat a little bit more food. So let's put some broccoli up in here. Broccoli here, let's say 100 grams. What does that do? 100 grams, only 34 calories for 100 grams. I have 104 or something left. I can have some more. So let's do 150 calories. There we go. Now we're talking. 51 calories is what that's going to eat up. Again, it's going to make my carbs go a little bit higher, but that's all right. It happens. And now, as things sit, it's 10 o'clock at night. I have now added in some deli turkey, which I'm just going to throw on a plate and eat it. Probably put some calorie-free mustard on it for a little bit of flavor. And I've put a nice side of broccoli here. So I started out with only about 212 calories available. But if you're smart about it, you can still, even with a very small amount of calories available, you can actually still create some sort of a meal. I mean, meal in this case with my turkey just cold on a plate, but the broccoli too. You can make it work and really kind of avoid, going over on your calories. Even something like I might put some sauerkraut on the side of here as well. Let's just do that. I haven't had some sauerkraut in a while. Sauerkraut has almost nothing in it. And so does pickles. I can eat some pickles. Pickles are no calorie. I don't even put those in here whenever I eat them. I can have a few of those, and those are filling. Where's that sauerkraut? Right here. Let's do 50 grams of sauerkraut. You can see here 50 grams of sauerkraut is only 8 calories, and 50 grams is a pretty decent amount of sauerkraut. So there are ways around when you need to have some food, but really don't want to have to worry too much about going too far over on your calories or using too many calories up. So again, mental aspect today, I could just say, screw it, I'm still hungry, and eat whatever I wanted to, which would put me way over on my calorie limit. Or I can be smart, use the math, and use it to my advantage and say, okay, I can do these certain types of things. It'll still be low in calorie, which means I'm going to come in underneath my overall plan. So a little bit of a different situation today. If I was smarter, if I would have planned better, I would have spread my meals out today. So my last meal didn't stop at 6 o'clock. I shot myself in the foot there. But just because you shoot yourself in the foot doesn't mean you're dead. And just got to adjust, pivot, and come up with a new plan that works for you for the day. So that's how I did it. Again, the app's called My Macros Plus. Links are going to be in the description down below, as well as 2 links for different macro calculators. If this was helpful, please hit like on it. Maybe even the subscribe while you're here. I do these almost every day. Thanks so much for watching. I got some cold deli turkey to throw on a plate and eat, and probably some sauerkraut too, and broccoli. So see you on tomorrow's video. Peace out.